I'm a bricklayer in Chicago. I try to talk soft because I know how loud and abrasive this comes off in the audio. I don't believe that well, let me start out with a little bit of history. The artificially incited famine called the potato blight could have been prevented by the English when the English dominated Ireland and drove most of Ireland's children to places like the United States. And they ruled and brutalized Irish people for 800 years, or I mean, whatever marker you want to put at it. You know, some put it at Cromwell, some put it at, you know, it doesn't matter. Centuries upon centuries. And in the United States, when there were peaceful protests and the people saw the brutality of the police in places like Selma, Alabama, white and black together stood up and said the oppression of the blacks was wrong. We had the Bill of Rights. The Irish people saw that and said maybe we can do that. And after years of peaceful protest, the IRA took up arms to regain 6 counties. There's 32 counties in Ireland. 26 plus 6 equals 1. Alright? All 32 counties should be united. It's a Catholic nationalist island. People want to come there. People want to be a different religion. That's fine. But that's the culture. I've been robbed of my land, my language, and my culture before I was ever born. And speak any Gaelic. The only phrases I know are Aaron Gobra and Ogri Naharan. And I probably pronounce them horribly wrong. I don't care how peaceful, if a single person, if everyone in Ireland wants it to be peaceful. What happened? 1 million died, 5 million were driven off, 1 million were left. That's what I heard. So the majority of the Irish were, I mean, they were spilled into the ports of New York. I'm from Chicago. And in Boston, places like that, and they were divided from the families, and the males had to go fight to free other people, to free the black. The Anglo-Saxon in the north and the Anglo-Saxon in the south were at war with each other, because those are the ruling peoples, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, because of the ownership of slavery, where the Anglo-Saxons had slaves, serfs, whatever you want to call them, in Ireland. It's hypocrisy. So we were made to fight in our wars, and it's bullshit. You can tell I don't have an Irish accent. My mother's side's very Irish, very Catholic. And to be Irish Catholic, that's how you identify yourself. You say I'm Irish. What kind? You either say green or south. Even if your family's from up north and you're Catholic, you say south or green. But usually Catholic or Protestant. And it's not what you believe. You could be atheist. I'm not going to state my beliefs in God or whatever, but when I say, I say I'm half Irish Catholic. So that means I'm Celtic, indigenous. My blood, my genetics are indigenous to the island, Celtic island of Ireland. It wasn't Scottish people brought in. It wasn't Anglo-Saxons. Scots, okay, they're Celts too, and they have their land. They're the Picts, right? And the Welsh, they have their area. The Anglo-Saxons destroyed the Britons and pretend to be the Britons, but destroyed the Britons. Came in and they're Germanic people. A different race, basically. And I'm not a racist either. But I've had my land, my language, and my culture stolen from me from before I was born. So there's so many other millions of, I mean, how many descendants are out there that don't even know their heritage, that were robbed of it, that don't even know that they were robbed of it? We should all have our right of return. And kick the British out and kick the settlers out. And if you ask me, yeah, Oklahoma should be given to the Native Americans, and there should be massive concession to the Native American. I don't want to live on this land. Yeah, Illinois is my land. But it's not really my land. It's the Potawatomi, the Miami, it's the Menominee. Mainly the Potawatomi, and this is the Illini. My land is Ireland. Aaron Gobroth, and many people may hate me for this, and I think it's bullshit that Republican Sinn Féin restrict membership when most of Ireland's children were thrown off the United States. Why weren't you, to the modern day descendants of the Irish who were living in Ireland, why didn't you die in the famine, and why weren't you forced to leave? It almost seems as collaborators. Somebody, I don't assume that, but, and I don't say that and I don't believe that, but it could be concluded that there's collaboration with foreign forces there. But I support any armed resistance against occupation. I support the PLO. Not the PLO, sorry. Not Hamas, not any of these, but anybody trying to expel foreigners from their land that have come there as occupiers. I don't believe in either wars that the United States is fighting. Zionism to me is an abomination. And what's going on in Northern Ireland is nothing but ancient form of Zionism. Racial supremacy. Nazism. Margaret Thatcher, when she died, I made a video. Said, you know, you can't praise the death of anybody, but if anybody praises her death, we can just be breathe sigh of relief that a Nazi, a murderer, is dead. Peace to you. May God save Serbia, Syria, Ireland. Please pray for the Copts. Themselves are being slaughtered, and other indigenous people, and the Assyrians in Iraq and Mandaeans. Peace to you.